get rid. I know people are going to be coming for me, I'm going to get hate, but let me just explain this one. Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Pecking Order. It's just me today, but I am going to be ranking every Barcelona squad player. I've got the iPad here. We are going to go with Indispensable, starting 11, squad player, loan out, or get rid. Marc-Andre ter Stegen, first one up. Obviously, Barcelona's goalkeeper. He has just renewed his contract with Barcelona. So it's looking like he is there for the long haul. I mean, after Victor Valdés left after like 12 years at the club, they needed another goalkeeper that was going to be able to kind of fill his gloves, shall we say. And I think he's done that and more. You know, he's constantly, you know, named with the best goalkeepers in the world, and I think he definitely comes into that category. And I think his buyout clause is now like 500 million euros or something crazy like that. So yeah, I think for me, definitely one of the indispensable players in Barcelona's team. Next up, we have got Sergino Dest at right back. Now, he can also play left back, and he's already been filling in on the left, so it will be really exciting to see how things pan out for him. Now, he's young, 19, only had a couple of appearances, not been at the club long at all, but there are already rumours that he could be this Dani Alves replacement. For so long they've been looking for a player in that position, and it looks like they could have finally found him. I think he's definitely one for the future. Still have to wait and see, you know, how things pan out with him. But for me, I'm going to put him in the starting 11. Not indispensable just yet. Next up is Gerard Pk, another player who has signed a contract extension, and it's looking like he's going to be at the club for a few more years. I mean, he's 33. He's been at the club since 2008. He is such a solid player for Barcelona. He is integral in that centre-back role. It feels like he's been there even longer than, you know, since 2008. It feels like he's been there even longer than that. I mean, it also feels like he's older than 33. He just seems to have been around for absolutely ages. He's, you know, leader of the dressing room, leader on the pitch. Some people could argue that maybe his more archaic views of Barcelona of the past might not fit into this new Barcelona that we're seeing, but I think regarding him as a player, I think he's 100%. I'm going to put him in indispensable. I think they'd be lost without him. Like I say, he's a vital cog in that Barcelona machine. Next up, we have got Ronald Adelko, and I think he could obviously one day be that replacement for PK. So I think it's really going to be quite exciting to see how he does. He's only played about 8 games for Barcelona, so we're going to have to wait and see how things pan out, if he's going to be able to fill the boots of PK, or if it's just going to be one of those that he doesn't really live up to expectation. So I think for now, I'm going to put him as a squad player, because I think it's still vital to have a couple of options at centre-back if PK got injured, for example, so that he could step in. Now we have Sergio Busquets, defensive midfielder. He is another one that it seems like he's been at the club for so long. I mean, it's ridiculous. You know, one of the names that is so synonymous with Barcelona, I cannot see them wanting to get rid of him, and I can't see him wanting to leave. I know recently he's admitted, you know, I'm not the same player that I used to be. I am getting older, but like I say, at 32, he's still got a few more years in him. So I cannot see him going anywhere. I think he is, for me, it's a tough one. I'm going to go with indispensable again, just because, like PK, he's one of those players that has been there for so long. Okay, moving over to the midfield, we have got Carlos Alegna. So he's been there since 2016, but only 24 appearances. He did go to Real Betis on loan in 2020. Don't get me wrong, could be one for the future, but I think if he's already been on loan at Betis, like I say, since 2016 to only get 24 appearances, doesn't scream success story to me, I'll be honest. So maybe loan him out. I think another loan would probably do him good, get a little bit more experience, whether it's in the Spanish league or elsewhere. Moving on to one of the bigger names in the squad, Antoine Griezmann, 29, value of about 80 million euros. He's had about 39, 40 games for Barcelona, only getting 9 goals. It's really been sad to see Griezmann's kind of demise at Barcelona, you know, going from being this star player. And it's weird because when he plays for France, you still see that star quality. If he's playing in the right position and if he's happy, I think that the goals will come and the performances will come. I think last season it was just a really unlucky, unfortunate situation where he wasn't really playing where he should be. And with Suarez and his departure, it's looking like there's going to be more room for him to get some game time in the right position. I wouldn't say he's necessarily indispensable. We'll put him in starting 11. I think starting 11 is a good place for him. Now we have got Merlin Pianich. This for me was a very bizarre signing. Why you are getting a 30-year-old defensive midfielder when you've already got Busquets at 32, and you are swapping him for Arthur, who was such a young, exciting talent. What were Barcelona thinking with this? Like, I'm pretty confused. Don't get me wrong, he is a great player, but surely if you've already got a 32-year-old that is very good in that position, why are you bringing somebody else in of a similar age? I didn't get it then. I don't really get it now. Not taking away from his quality, but like I say, they've already got Busquets, so I'd just stick him in as a squad player. Another signing that didn't really make much sense to me, Martin Braithwaite. Now it's looking like Barcelona are going to want to bid him farewell anyway. Yeah, very, very disappointing. Very bizarre. Also that rumour about him wanting Messi's number 10 shirt. Don't really know if that was true or not. But 9 goals last season, not really good enough in my opinion for somebody, you know, a Barcelona centre forward should be getting more than that. So I don't think it would be surprising if they got rid, so definitely putting him in the get rid category. So the big one next, Lionel Messi. Now, you know, people can argue about the Ronaldo Messi situation, but one of, if not the greatest footballer that we will ever see. You know, we will ever see. You look at players from the past, you look at upcoming players, nobody, you know, maybe Ronaldo can come close. I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this one, but get rid. I know people are going to be coming for me, I'm going to get hate, but let me just explain this one. Obviously, over the summer, Messi stated that he wanted to leave, he wasn't happy, and he's got his reasons, and I know fans aren't happy, players aren't happy, things need to maybe change with the board, etc. But taking all that out of the equation, you know, Lionel Messi has those Barcelona fans to think of. These are the people that are paying to come and watch you, not just people in Barcelona, people worldwide that are paying money to come to the Nou Camp, watch you play. You know, these kids all over the globe that are buying your shirts, that are supporting Barcelona and supporting you. And I just think the way he went about it, taking away the whole issues with the board and everything, maybe people can argue he did what he had to do, but for me, he did his fans dirty. To kind of turn around and just say, I'm done with Barcelona, don't like Barcelona, whatever, I'm leaving, don't really care what happens, whatever, slagging people off, all that type of stuff in the media, on social media. I just think he's gone about it the wrong way, and let's face it, he will always be remembered as a club legend. Of course he will, but I feel like he's kind of tainted things at Barcelona. He was the golden boy, and they'll still consider him the golden boy. I'm sure currently it's all been forgotten and everything, or they're trying to awkwardly pretend like it never happened. But for me, if I was a Barcelona fan, it just would leave a little bit of a sour taste in my mouth. Like, you know, as much as he's given his all to Barcelona, you know, Barcelona have given him everything. Barcelona, you know, gave him, you know, his start in his career, and have stuck with him, and he stuck with them, I guess, but until now. So yeah, I just think that whole situation, the only way that I can relate to it is probably Ronaldo when he wanted to leave Manchester United. We didn't really see all of that. Maybe the odd shady comment in the media, but he spoke with Sir Alex Ferguson behind closed doors. Sir Alex said to him, can you stay for another year? He did, and then he gracefully departed. I think if we would have seen something like that, it would have been a lot better. But he clearly doesn't want to be there, and that's fair enough. That's his prerogative as a football player. And I think the sooner they get used to not having him and getting some more coverage on that right side of the pitch that he has dominated for so many years, I think now the sooner they move on from it, the better. So that's why I would put him in the get rid category. And like I say, people are going to hate on me for it, but that's my opinion. Next, we have got Mandan Ballet. He recently played against Getafe, and it was one of the first times in quite a long time that he'd actually been in the starting lineup. And what did he do? He lost the ball 16 times in the game. It's really unfortunate to see what's happened with him, because he was clearly such a talent when he first arrived. But injuries, his attitude, his fitness, it's all gone against him, and I just think it's not working. I think it would be better if he just moves on to a different club. you know, manages to maybe find a little bit of form. And yeah, I think he should just move on. I think Barcelona will be fine without him. I don't think they're really going to miss him that much. So yeah, get rid. Also on the right wing, we have got Riki Poig. He is young, he's still got time, but I do see Trincao being the future of maybe that right side. So that could change. Maybe Puig could be the future of Barcelona. I know that he has put in some good performances. I would maybe loan him out. For maybe a season or two. Loan him out, let him get more experience, and yeah, then see where they're at with him. Loan out. Now, Barcelona's second goalkeeper, Nesso. A good second goalkeeper, really. I don't think he's made too many crazy mistakes for him to be completely, you know, cast aside. Not really too much to say about him. I'd probably just keep him as a squad player, and if he's happy being, you know, second fiddle to Stegen, then fair enough. Okay, an interesting one now as we go to attacking midfield, Felipe Coutinho. This is a tough one because when he's good, he's fantastic. That's why they signed him in the first place. You know, they saw how brilliant he was at Liverpool, and it's not worked out. He went to Bayern, they didn't really want to keep him. He's come back. I feel like things have probably taken a little bit of a toll on him. You know, going from Liverpool, a great club, moving to Barcelona, saying that you want, you know, all this success and all this silverware, and then you see your old club win the Premier League, win the Champions League. He must be a bit bitter. I feel like he must be sat there like, wow, if I didn't leave, I would have won, you know, potentially the Premier League and the Champions League. Yeah, he's got to be a little bit bitter. I think I would be. I would definitely keep hold of him because, like I say, when he's good, he's absolutely brilliant. I wouldn't quite necessarily say he's starting 11 yet. I think he needs a little bit more time, so I would definitely put him in squad player. Now we are looking at Clement Langley. So he has just done a contract renewal as well as PK, which means that he's going to be at the club until 2025, I believe. I'm really glad that they have been able to nail him down like they have done with PK. So yeah, I think starting 11, 100%, yeah, good player all round, and it'll be exciting to see what happens with his future with him only being 25. Attacking midfield now with Pedri. Now he is only 17 years of age. He is quite a versatile player and definitely would be worth keeping in the ranks. This is only his second season of his senior career. Like I say, he's 17, he's super young. I'm not too sure how much playing time he would get at Barcelona at the minute, so I would definitely put him into loan out. Yeah, I think that would probably be the most beneficial thing for him, or maybe dropping down to the Barcelona B team, not too sure. But yeah, I would probably go with loan out if they can maybe get him in another La Liga club. Now back to the right wing, we have got Francisco Trincao. Very new, exciting signing for Barcelona. You know, 20 years of age, a very exciting prospect. He could potentially be filling that right wing area if or when Lionel Messi does depart. And he can also be a second striker too, so I think that will come in handy. It remains to be seen how he will fare at Barcelona. I know that a lot of people are really excited about him, and I am too. My only concern is that sometimes when players make these moves to big clubs, it can be a bit of a struggle. They can struggle to find form sometimes. Maybe that won't happen with him. Maybe he'll just step right into it and be great. But yeah, I would have him not indispensable because I think he's still got to prove himself. So I would put him starting 11. Moving back to defence, we have got Jordi Alba. Another, cog in the Barcelona machine of late. It'll be interesting to see how Dest does kind of fare in that position. Will it be similar to the Alphonso Davies situation at Bayern Munich where he ended up filling in and then David Alaba ended up kind of being on the outs? We'll have to wait and see. But I think that Jordi Alba still is worth it being in that Barcelona team. He still brings a lot to the table. And like I say, at 31, he's not completely over the hill. Definitely got a few more years in him. So I would put him when fit. I would put him in starting 11. Now we have got Matthias Fernandez, 22-year-old defensive midfielder. Now, he's not actually made an appearance yet. So it's a little bit difficult to decide what we're going to do with him, but a potential replacement for Busquets in the future. Like I say, he's 22, not made an appearance, so yeah, loan him out, I'd say. Now we go to Sergio Roberto. He's 28, he's been at the club since 2010 and he's got about 188 appearances for the club. I feel like once Jordi Alba is back on the left, Dest will kind of be battling it out with Roberto on that right-hand side. But I wouldn't completely, if Dest ends up being, you know, as amazing as people are expecting, I wouldn't completely rule Roberto out, because I feel like you've got to have, you know, squad depth, you've got to have players that you can rotate, etc. So definitely keep him. And like I say, he's been at the club for quite a while now, so starting 11. Now we go to Frankie De Jong, who has also signed a contract extension. A few mistakes have maybe been made by him, but like I say, he's only 23. He's got plenty of time to, you know, correct any issues that he's got in his game. So yeah, I'm not mad at him, starting 11. Next on the left wing, we have got arguably one of the most exciting prospects at Barcelona, if not the only exciting prospect at the moment, in Ansu Fati. Everything about him screams class, and I think he's just getting better and better and better. You know, I think it was somebody at Barcelona said back in 2019, oh, he needs to drop down to the B team, he needs to get more game time. 3 weeks later, you know, he's making history in the Champions League. That just says it all. He takes every challenge that he's given, and he just does amazing with it. I think the amount of pressure that's maybe on his shoulders as the next person out of Barcelona to be world class and maybe be the next Messi in that sense, you know, it must be a lot of pressure, but he doesn't really show it. And yeah, for me, he's definitely indispensable for that Barcelona team. They need to keep hold of him at all costs, and yeah, he's going to be a star, if not already. Going back to defence, and we have got Samuel Umtiti, and this is just, he just needs to go. Doesn't seem to have found his form, doesn't seem that good in that position. I think if he's valued at 20 million, if they could get something like that for him, that would be great. And they could put that towards, you know, buying somebody else, you know, maybe the Memphis Depay fund, who knows. But yeah, for me, definitely get rid. He's not good enough at centre-back, and I think they just need to cut ties. We have Junior Firipo. He is another option in that left-back position, of course. He can also drop into the left midfield. Now, he's still young, with Jordi Alba hopefully back from injury soon, Dest moving over to that right side. Again, he's kind of that player that can fill in for Alba and can provide them with a little bit of rotation in that area. So yeah, I would probably say, yeah, I don't know, because I was going to go with a squad player, but at the same time, if Dest can also cover that left side, maybe with only 17 games, they should loan him out. Yeah, I'm going to go loan out. With Dest being able to cover both sides, yeah, loan him out. So that was our pecking order, ranking every player in the Barcelona squad. But what did you guys think? Let me know in the comments who you think Barcelona should get rid of, who's indispensable, who's just a squad player. I'm sure I'll be getting a lot of hate for that Lionel Messi opinion. But thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you're not already subscribing, and check out all the other content that we've got going on here at OneFootball, and I will see you guys later.